Do you want to know the real reason why you're not seeing any changes in your body? Now, it isn't your age, it's not your genetics, and it's definitely not because you're not trying hard enough. It's actually because we do not understand energy balance. Think of your body like a bank account. Now, every transaction matters, but we're not covering your pounds and your pence. We're covering calories in versus calories out. Our body all the time is doing complex things without us even realizing this. And what I'm going to do for you is break it down in a way that I'll actually try and make sense to you. Covering the energy expenditure and calories out, there are 4 different ways our bodies handle this. First of all, we've got your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, and this is what your body burns every single day just to keep you alive. And a cool way I like to think about this is it's like your body's subscription fee. It's what is there every single day without you even realizing. It just keeps on ticking over regardless of anything that you're doing. And this alone takes up around about 60 to 70% of our total daily energy expenditure as well. The next thing we want to look at is something called NEAT. Now, some of you might not know what this is. It's called non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Now, all these little movements over the course of the day add up to, again, around about 15%. And even this, what I'm doing now, gesturing with my hands, I'm someone who likes to twitch their leg underneath the table. My missus always goes mad at me doing that. All these little things, your general day-to-day activities, walking to the car, things like that. These are all things that aren't generally active. You're not exercising, but they all add up to your daily expenditure. Then we've got what we do in the gym, your exercise, whether that, like I said, is in the gym, in a studio, outside running, whatever it is. This can add up to, again, a total expenditure for the day of around about 15%. And this is why it is crucial to get not just only your weight training, but your general activity as well, such as your cardiovascular work, as it can really start to add up those extra calories, and it's important to keep it. If we don't have that for a certain day, we can be missing out on those key calories burned for what we are trying to achieve in our goal, whether that is, muscle gain, fat loss, weight loss, whatever it is you're trying to achieve. It is super important to try and keep that in your schedule. And then we've got the sneaky one under the radar for around about 10% of your daily expenditure. It's your thermic effect of food. And this is just our body digesting calories over the course of the day. So everything that we are eating. And one of the crucial things to always consider is protein is always the king of the macros, because we actually burn more calories and energy per gram of protein than any other macronutrient. So next I want to talk about the energy in equation and how people can fall into this common misconception, especially when it comes to using things like a fitness tracker when they're looking at calories burnt and they think something like, oh my goodness me, look at me, I've just done this workout and it says I've burnt 300 calories. That's great. I've earned myself some chocolate. I've earned myself a little treat. I've earned the ability to not carry on doing things that I would normally do on this day. So for example, you do a really good training session in the gym, or you've been out for a big run, but on these days you'd normally go out and walk the dogs, or you go and take the kids on the park, do something extra than what you normally do. But on this day you're feeling like you've done enough, so you don't normally do them things. What you're actually doing is you're counteracting all of the good work that you've done, because normally you'd be burning extra calories. So you'll end up falling back even and making much slower progress. Now, there are 3 ways to try and change the calories in equation. For me, what I like to focus on is when we are adjusting our calories, for example, we're looking at amending them, we know how to track them. I was speaking to a client yesterday. First of all, we have to earn the right to eyeball our food. If you aren't aware, there are studies or even programs that have happened on the BBC where they have followed people who think they are tracking, and they're literally writing a food diary. There is a camera following these people around, and then what happens is they then show these figures as a review to a person who is monitoring this through doubly labeled water, and then it comes to a head that they're actually underreporting the calories eaten by 40 to 50%. Now, this is huge. If we are saying we are having, say, 1,200 calories, 1,500 calories, and that's a 500 daily deficit, which would equate to a pound of fat loss a week, but we're actually almost eating double that, you're actually in a calorie surplus. And this is why people really struggle to lose weight or body fat, because we just do not have a good idea of guesstimating our portions. I always say you've got to earn the right to eyeball your food. So you have to understand what that looks like on your plate. And the only way you're going to do that is by weighing your food out. The next one is going to be a little bit of a flip the script, because it's actually focusing more on your calories out. So it's actually, even though it's your calories in, it's focusing more on your calories out. Now, what I mean by that is adding more cardiovascular work or HIIT training or weight training, whatever it is you can do to focus on expending more calories throughout the course of the day. But like I said a little bit earlier, this doesn't mean then negating other things that would normally keep your activity levels up, i.e. your NEAT. So the normal daily things that you do. You have to then make a conscious effort to go out for more runs, to go out for more cycles, to go out for more swims, to get out more and do more walks or more hiking. Now, we've actually introduced more of these things in at the studio. We've introduced our hiking club, we've introduced our running club, which is every Thursday at 6 p.m, by the way. So please come and join us for that one. And finally, the personal favourite of mine is incorporate both. So incorporating your calories in with your calories out. So if you want to take a little golden nugget of wisdom away from this today, your body is an incredible thing. But what we need to do is we need to nurture it, we need to nourish it in the right way, and you need to make sure you have the correct program and steps in place for you to consistently hit those milestones and then sustain that in the long term. Now, if you're someone who wants to get results and you feel like you've not been able to achieve that or sustain that, drop a comment below or send me a personal message. I'd love to help you out. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. And understanding energy balance is your first step towards real lasting change. Thanks for watching. Ciao for now.